Hello, good morning, everyone, and happy Saturday. I'm Meghan Maes, and this is Being Civil in Minnesota. I come here every Saturday at 10, talk about legal issues and the rules impacting individuals and families in the state of Minnesota. I am licensed to practice law. However, this is not legal advice. This is legal information and resources to help families find some good resources, because there's a lot of great resources out there, but there's a lot of terrible information on the internet. So I want to make sure people are getting the right kind of information. If you have a question, you can post it on our Being Civil in Minnesota Facebook group. You can post questions anonymously. Today's topic is about step parents, and it came from one of our members. And the question was regarding what legal rights do step parents have with regards to their children when the other parent is not present. I don't want any mama daddy bears coming at me, or any step parents or third party custodians coming for me today. I have children. They have a stepfather. I am a stepmother. I've had a stepmother. So all of this is something I'm very intimately familiar with on a lot of different sides. So the question was asked about legal rights of a step parent. And typically, step parents don't automatically have any rights with regards to children that are not theirs, unless they've adopted them. An adoption would require one of the parents to either consent to their rights being terminated for the step parent to adopt the child, or there'd have to be an agreement by all the legal custodians. As a step parent, I don't have the same rights as a parent does, and that's because I'm not the parent. I am a caretaker in the home. I have a significant relationship with these individuals, and I fill a caretaker role when they're with us. But how I kind of see it is I am there to support the parent in establishing those boundaries that they want to establish during their custody and parenting time. So I can't call and get records or do medical appointments, get school info, unless both parents would agree that, yeah, they are totally fine with step parent picking kiddos up from school or bringing to a medical appointment. It takes a village, and when there is a healthy caretaker in the children's life, that can be a really net benefit to the family. Obviously, parents are the ones that have the rights. So in the state of Minnesota, there's a presumption that each parent will get 25% parenting time with their children. There's also a presumption for parents that they will have joint decision-making power unless there's domestic violence. Parents have they go into court with a lot of presumptions. The court makes, as a parent, the court is going to believe that it is best for children to have safe, stable, and nurturing relationships with both parents. And that is a presumption regardless of what the situation was before. The court is going to want to see parents in their children's lives. And they're also going to believe that parents are capable of maintaining and sustaining relationships with their children. What that kind of means is when the court issues parenting time and says parent A has 1 week and parent B has a second week. Well, if it's not your parenting time, the step parent has the rights that are given to them as a temporary caretaker of the children. If the other parent is not gone, right, and the children, are at home, they're in my care. That doesn't give me any legal rights to make any kind of decision making. And parents, even though you do have decision-making rights, you can't necessarily say what happens on the other parent's parenting time, which can be frustrating. I have a lot of clients where they're experiencing a lack of involvement from the parent, but are getting a significant amount of involvement from a third-party caretaker, like a step-parent or a grandparent. And there's, a lot of hope and desire and frustration wanting the parent to be the one that does that. But sometimes there's jobs. Sometimes they're just, not good at it. You're obviously not together with them anymore. So there's some kind of disagreement there. And when you separate, you kind of give up that ability to have control over what happens when the children are in the other parent's care. So other than adoption with regards to step parents, there is one other situation in which a non-parent can get parenting time with a minor child. So if a unmarried minor kiddo is living in a home with a step parent or some other caretaker for 2 years or more, they can ask a court to say, hey, I was involved in this child's life. Does the court believe it's in the best interest that I stay in this child's life, and will this interfere with the relationship that the child has with their parents? So there is a door that can be opened for individuals who are in children's lives for a significant number of years, at least 2. They can ask to maintain a relationship with the children. So the answer to the question, what legal rights do step-parents have when the other parent are not present? Well, they have the same legal rights that they had when the other parent was present, which is really none. A court, if the step-parent or the third-party caretaker is doing something that is harming the children physically, emotionally, developmentally, a court can restrict location, time, and can say that individuals cannot be present during parenting time if the court believes that it's in the best interest of the kiddo, and that it's necessary to protect the child from an actual quantifiable harm. And those standards are going to be the court is going to want to see some maybe therapeutic records or social workers, or it can be very hard, or I should say it can be very easy sometimes for a court to overlook concerns about a new significant other, because there's always that question about, are these concerns real, or is this person just, I don't know, the defense is, they just want to get back with me. It's hardly ever the reason people want to go to court, but to each their own. So I hope that answers the question. If you have additional questions, post them in the comments. And if you have a topic for next week, go ahead and post it in the group, Being Civil in Minnesota. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Take care.